3, 2, 1.
The link down below has been replaced, but I still urge you to head to the link below, educate yourself, and consider supporting Ukraine financially. All the sources down there have been vetted. Your money will go to the right place. Audience, hello. This is the big one. The biggest, most demanding mission Pegasus has and ever will go through. Our goal today is Moho, which is not close. The lander is very, very heavy. We have enough fuel to get there. I cannot promise we have enough to get back. Maybe. I'm pulling up the thing now. Figure out exactly where we lie on the whole getting between planets. There's the map. There's my map. I'm pulling this up while we're attempting to do a turn towards our maneuver here. Low orbit to low orbit is 4,000 meters per second delta V. Getting back is 3,100, but that is with absolute perfection. We need nothing but perfection here, which is why this first maneuver has us taking advantage of the Mun's gravity. Not a lot. I would try to get us a bit closer, but it is what it is. And we're here now, and we're going to attempt to catch the moon. Now, we're also going to be doing our burn on the dark side of the planet, which means no solar power. So we have to hope that the batteries hold up as well. On top of that, we have to hope that the struts don't break. That dog just jumped down the stairs. We have to hope that the struts holding the lander don't break. We have to hope that the ship doesn't wobble out of control. We have to hope that I don't accidentally activate all of these engines. Not until we're ready to go. We also need to make sure that this decoupler here doesn't get decoupled. That's our rover. That is the rover decoupler. We cannot lose that. Not yet. So, during this go around the light side of Kerbin, we need to catch as much of the sun as possible. Which is why I have as many panels facing the sun as I can. These ones. Pretty sure that, yep, those are getting sunlight. How about you guys? The ones in the back aren't getting... anything, but, this'll hold for, should hold, this is enough low-grade power to, keep the batteries fed while we fire this thing off. Hopefully our farm of radioisotope thermoelectric generators will be enough to keep it from just outwardly dying on us. Notice in 19 minutes. And I do mean, this is the most demanding mission that Pegasus has ever undertaken. If it succeeds, we will officially have Grand Tour status on this ship, meaning it can reach anything. Anywhere its engine desires, it can go there, as long as it's in the Kerbolar system. Waiting on interstellar drives in Kerbal Space Program 2. Alright, get ready. Here we go. I'm going to ease us into this burn, and I might not take it to full power either. I haven't decided on that yet. I don't know how badly the lander is going to behave. That's a heavy lander. The heaviest we've ever had, actually. As a result, the ship is top-heavy. Center of mass is actually focused around the tool shed for once, instead of back here, which is where the majority of the weight of the ship resides. So we need to be careful with it. Three minutes to go. On board are Fildin, Jebediah, Kima, Bill, Jofke, Bob, and Shepman. So we have some of our standard crew on board today. Fildin, obviously. Pilot of the Pegasus. Almost said Calridian. Why do I do that? Probably because I name every ship Calridian. Except here, for some reason. KSP-2. KSP-2 is going to have a Calridian. Look forward to it. Alright. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. And the dog just came in the room. Oh, boy. Alright, give me a minute with her. Okay. Duh and duh. Okay. Good. I got time warped down to 1 in time. We should really burn now. Fine. Start easing us into this burn. 1/3 throttle. Careful now. I think we're already getting a bit of a spin going. Hang on. No. No, we're good. Okay, taking us up to 2/3. I believe this is half. No, it's 2/3. Okay, 2/3 throttle. Good, good. This is looking good. Hang on. Hold on tight. What is behind us right now? What's coming up on our 6? One of the shuttle probes. Okay, let's speed this up. If we have to do another orbit, we're going to miss the mun, and then we're going to have problems. Might be able to do a gravity assist off of Eve if we are very careful. It might actually end up with us burning more fuel than anticipated. I don't know exactly where Moho resides right now. We might actually be in a really good transfer window. Okay. Take it easy on the throttle. Just run down this burn. Gotta be very careful about it. Apogee is at 540. I don't like going full throttle when we have a lander attached to the front. Not a fun time. Last time the ship wobbled out of control, uncontrollably. Well, that was in orbit above Elu, but before that, we ended up with a broken arm. And that arm is gonna stay broken until I could get the lamp off. So here we are. Oh. I thought the sun was coming out. Yeah, whoops, my bad. We have 13,000 meters per second delta V. If we're aiming for perfection, that will be enough to get us there and back. 4,000 to get there, 3,000 back, and we'd still have enough fuel left over to do a mun run. Because ion engines are ridiculously efficient. If you missed our earlier missions, because that was a few years back, we're cheating a little bit, by the way. These ion engines are slightly modded. They produce 100 times as much power, but consume 100 times as much fuel. Electricity consumption is the same, and I'm actually checking that now, the electricity consumption. We're closing in on 9,000. We've burned 3,000 joules. We'll have enough to do the rest of the burn. More than enough to do the rest of the burn, and still enough to run the toaster in the lounge. The toaster oven. We have an air fryer on board now. It's a pretty big whoop. Also, we sprung for the magnetic dice, so our 0G D&D sessions can be played properly from now on. I emptied out the science lab. Even though we're still getting data, we still have a lot of science on board from the last mission. Huh. Weird. We came up here with 1,000 parachutes, and I had to send all of them back aboard the shuttle. Like, what good is this going to be on this particular mission when we're not going to a planet with an atmosphere? Ugh. Alright, coming down to 200 here. Stand by. Should be another 17 lag seconds. Coming up on it. Coming up on that mun intercept. This is going to jump here in a real quick minute here. This is going to do a big jump. $115. Stand by. This has to be perfect. Ease off a little bit now. Ease off down to third. Good. There's our mun intercept. 83. 80. 77. Good, 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 good. This is working. This is working good. I saw this opportunity and I went for it. Down to 50. Easy now. The moment we are out of orbit here, I want the engine off. We might not even need the full 50 here. Might be able to save a little bit of fuel. Yeah, see, because we're about to hit the edge. The SOI only goes up to, I think, 75 million. We're about to hit 75. No, it's higher than 75. Then what is it? There it is. Got it. All right. We shouldn't be hitting the moon. However, it should be a hell of a view as we fly past it. All right. Open these things up. Science bay is open. Where's our ionographers? Yeah, no, magnetometers. My bad. Extending. Very nice. There's the booms. Alright, what do we got here? Process this in the lab. It'll give the lab boys something to do on our way out of orbit. Apparently, there's a lot that we could do right now. Because no one bothered to run these experiments as we're flying away from Kerbin. Material study. Yeah, I know, that's gonna make the game lag like crazy. But here we are. I used to be able to get these things all the way to the surface of the Mun. Actually, if I wanted to, I could... If I really wanted to, I could still do that. That's not hard. Space near Kerbin. And the mystery go. You'd think that this stuff would be getting done by the space station we have in orbit. And yet, here we are. With a ship made of 8 million parts. It's 100 meters long. It's... Seismic data. Oh no, it doesn't work. Subtle changes in the gravity field of Kerbin. The science team will want to see these readings. We have a 2-person science team. Jofke, EVA. Sporting the blue suit today. There's an EVA report for us. Stored data. We're just giving these guys something to do while we perform our sun dive, as it were. Kima. Alright, Kima's gonna do an EVA as the sun is coming up. Kima is actually using a new suit today. This is a, well, it's inspired after the SpaceX suit. Alright, let's do some EVA science. What do you got? That's a washer. It's a big washer. Is this like when, yeah, it's like when it flips around like that. I've seen them do that on the ISS. All right. Store this. There you go. Go ahead and come back in. Review the data. Flange spinning. Clean those experiments. How we looking here? How's our distance? Steadily climbing. Very good. Very good. signal is coming from Crater Rim. It's nighttime over there right now. It's right near Joring Valley. It's actually not far from the Space Center. Huh. Hey, where was the desert airfield again? That's the Woomerang. They must be closing those science doors. That's the only way we could possibly be getting this bad of a frame rate. What are you doing? Closing both of them at the same time? No, that was just the, mystery goo. Man, are you kidding? Alright. Oh, God, there's that flange. That's not gonna follow us, right? No, it despawns the moment you time warp. That's good. I did not want to hit that. We just start the engine and it goes careening through 8 solar panels and I have no way to fix those. Not while I'm in high orbit. This isn't even orbit. This is... We're leaving. Overwrite the telescope. Alright. Good. Instead of doing a cut, I would like to see how this goes. You can remove the node now. We're finished. This might need minute adjustments. Let me do a quick save here. That is beautiful. That is absolutely astoundingly beautiful. It really is a big ship. Alright. Oh, wait. I meant to... 1 second. Pegasus. There we go. Gave it a quick save. Alright. Here we go. Saved a bit of fuel by doing this. Let's hope it works. Let's hope we're not going to slam into the surface. Ha! Nice. As a matter of fact, we ended up with a very nice screenshot. No, not screenshot. Slingshot. Very smooth slingshot. Nice. Nice. And we could do some Mun experiments. Very nice. Temperature. Gravity data. Pressure. Even though there is none. Wait, no. No, it is a... No. Kima. Let's just kill two birds, one stone here. EVA and... Alright, fine. We're gonna do the flange again, but this time over the moon. Flange. And that should slowly float away. By the way, please stop pulling flanges off of my ship. This is my ship, and you guys need to treat it with the respect it deserves. Because if you don't, you might die. Alright. Data. Yeah, that's both good. Alright. How much do we have to do now? Quite a bit. Okay. Cool. And there goes the mun. Let's see how we did. That was a very close flyby, at least by our standards. Okay, and we're off. We should still be following the planet's standard orbital pattern. Yeah, we're going the right way. Okay. Here we go. Moho. You'll notice that I have... No, not Duna, Moho. Oh, for God's sake. There. Moho. Closest planet to the sun. Maneuver planner. We don't need this. Why is docking autopilot even up? Homan transfer to target at the optimum time. Create. 2,200. Now, from intercept to low orbit, it'll be another 2,400. So, everybody just remain calm. For fuck's sake. So, something seismic scanner on one of our planets just went off. I don't know which one. It will not focus the map back on Pegasus. Come on. Come on! Oh, for God's sake. I gotta reboot this. Hang on. Okay. I got the map to refocus. We kept our maneuver node here. 2201.2 meters per second burn. That's a little bit higher than I wanted. And Intercept to low orbit is another 2,400, so that's 26 total. No, that's 46, which is already higher than my estimates of 4,100, so we're already less than perfect. However, still within acceptable margins. Getting back, hopefully we do the same thing in reverse, and that is another 4,600. I'm pulling out a calculator on this one. All right, calculator. All right, so original estimate, low orbit to intercept is normally supposed to be 1,700. Let's start here. 1,300. Let's just round that out to 13,000, more or less. Minus the 2,200 to get there in the... Oh, wait, I hit plus. Fuck. Okay, 13,000 minus the 2,200 required to actually get there. And then we need to slow down. Intercept to low orbit is minus another 2,400 or so, which leaves us with 8,000 to get back home. However, I don't know how much delta V we're going to have once we let the lander go. That's the question, isn't it? We're going to have to figure that out. All right, guys, I'll let you know. All right, we're coming up on maneuver here. We're still getting good signal with Kerbin. In fact, we still have 100%. We haven't gone far from Kerbin itself. Kerbin is only about 13 billion. No, scratch that. Wait, no, 13 billion. 13.3 billion meters that way. I cannot promise we can see it. I looked away for a second. Can't have that. Brought us back down to 1 times time warp. It is extremely unlikely that I will be able to spot this planet. Give me an exact direction. A little bit behind us. It's right around there-ish. Wait, no. Wait. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so confused. Okay, we're burning retrograde today in relation to the sun. I was confused because we've never done this before. We have to perform a sun dive in order to get where we're going. 4 days, 3 days, 2 days. Push comes to shove. We are going to go ahead and fine-tune our closest approach. Easy now. Easy. Jesus. 17. 16. 15. It's not a large planet either. We gotta account for its gravity. Easy now. Steady. 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Start cutting it down. Start cutting down the time accelerator even more. More. Okay. 30 seconds. Bring us up to ×5. This is the most stressed I've ever been with this ship. We can burn now, actually. Get a bit of a head start on that. Bring us up to 1/3. Okay, looks good. 2/3. Very nice. Now this is a particularly long burn. So I will save you guys from having to sit through this, and we're going to cut to, well, the end of the burn. I haven't decided how close it's going to be when I cut back. Okay, here we go. We're coming in on 230 meters remaining on our burn. I believe we already have an intercept. Yes, we... Not quite. Almost there. It has been a long burn, actually. It's been very long. Very stressful burn. This is the one we have to nail this one. After this, we can burn like 10 or 20 meters per second delta V on trying to get a decent distance from the planet. I can say planet because we're not going to a moon. Bring us down to 1/3 throttle. Let's do this right. Easy now. 80 meters. Carefully. I can't believe when I first picked up this game, I had no idea how to do this. And now it's like... I can't imagine traveling space any other way now. Like, I look at all the sci-fi stuff with their blatant disregard for how the laws of gravity actually work, and it's like... I mean, yeah, I guess I could turn my brain off, but that's not how this actually works. This is why I love The Expanse. Great fucking show. I should watch it again. Coming down on 15. Easy now. We are within acceptable parameters here. We are not even at half a tank of fuel. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe she can do this. When we disconnect the lander, we'll find out. That's going to be the big moment of truth. 2 meters. 1 meter. Easy now. Bring us down to 1/30th throttle. 1. Moment. Yeah. Oh! It's not going to get better than that. It's not. That was the perfect burn. Okay, now we need to fine-tune our closest approach. Let me go ahead and look up some information on our destination. The planet Moho, third smallest planet and closest to Kerbal. Orbital period of 102 days, orbital velocity ranging from 12 to 18 kilometers per second. Making it the celestial body with the strongest orbit and the fastest velocity in Kerbal Space Program. It is the Mercury analog. Its low and eccentric orbit and lack of atmosphere or moons make encountering the planet relatively difficult. Without an atmosphere to retain or block heat, Moho's daytime surface temperature can exceed 300 Celsius, making radiators an absolute necessity if any part, such as drills or engines, must be cool to operate both safely and effectively. Rover should be fine. Without an atmosphere to retain, or oh, no, I already read that. Moho rotates very slowly, its solar day being 100 times longer than Kerbin's, which means that reconnaissance satellites will likely wait a long time between targets. But it also means that there may be several opportunities to perform individual measurements across multiple orbits. Although Moho's close proximity to the sun increases solar panel output to 10.4 times that of Kerbin's at periapsy, excessive heat can cause cooling issues for mining operations, and the extremely long nights will necessitate bringing an alternative power source for extended surface operations. What does it recommend for orbiting? It's talking about the Mohole. This does not help me. Its highest point is in the northern hemisphere at an altitude of 6,817 meters. Moho's heavily eroded surface and lack of ground scatter, despite there being no atmosphere, suggest active space weathering processes. Interesting. Well, since we're sunbound, it's time to finally put these to use. These are the radiators of Pegasus. She has a small array of these things. Now, most of our engines do not overheat. Least of all our ion engines. I'm fairly certain the ion engines don't overheat. What I am worried about are the nuclear engines. That's up in the air. I'm not sure about those. There she is. Beautiful. Originally, they were going to be on the bottom of these struts, and they were going to line all the way down. But in the end, I decided to go for more power. Also, yes, the lander does have these radiators. Lander has a set of 2. Should keep things cool enough. Once we get close to the sun, these are going to be very, very helpful. Okay, so I'm thinking 50. 1.1 meter in 80 days. Perfectly doable. All right. In fact, that is so doable, I'm just going to do it on my own, off camera. It's 1.1 meter. That's not even a drop in the bucket for our fuel tank. That is a fraction of a drop. All right. And we're sunward bound. I will see you guys in... Well, let me figure out when. About a year from now. Oh. Okay. So, Gotta be very careful with the time accelerator because I just overshot when I meant to bring back the video. Also, we are going much faster than we normally are. We're normally going away from the sun. This is the closest we've ever been to the sun. Yeah, we're coming up on Moho here. We are going 16,000 meters per second. Very fast. Good news is the thermal control system seems to be holding up. They're only at about 50%, and the good news is we're not going to be getting much closer than this. So that's good. They are starting to glow red a little bit, though. Just a little bit. You can see it on the darker side here. That they're starting to... really starting to heat up. Don't touch those. You will burn the shit out of your hands. But yeah. This is... at about 1,000, and you can actually see things moving. Good news is that right there is our periaps, so now we're gaining altitude away from the sun. Now, depending on how long we stay here, which will hopefully not be long, we might end up getting closer to the sun, because this thing has a very elliptical orbit. This right here, this is at its high point in the orbit. Alright, we're gonna get intercept here in 4 days. We might be able to see it here pretty soon. I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, by the way, the burn, perfection. It was perfection. Ooh. Okay, thought I saw it. No. No, can't see anything. Alright, let's get it on in there. But yeah, there's the burn. Absolute perfection. 50,000. That's above the surface, right? If that's 50,000, the planet itself, we're gonna hit it. Alright, easy now. Ease off the time accelerator. I can zoom in here enough. Yeah, we should be fine. And I'll be able to get an exact calculation on that. What's it called? On the fuel consumption. Last estimate was 8,400. Okay, here we go. We have Moho in Cal. Wait a second. Is that a safe distance? That is where we intend to orbit, actually. Oy, wow. Okay. We have visual contact, by the way. Welcome to Moho. They're cooling. Thank God. I told you there was nothing to worry about, but we probably shouldn't stay very long. Okay, so adding maneuver here. Wait, no, not that. Not that. I gotta delete that now. Stand by. Okay, got it. Wait, no, I didn't. Delete. There we go. Okay. At periaps, I wish to burn retrograde to get us into an orbit. It's not a small burn. It's definitely not a small burn. Oh my god. What have I done? Hang on. In 3 minutes, there's got to be a way to adjust this. Okay, if we burn there for about 200 meters, and then reel it in. We could circularize with how much? Delete this. No, actually, that's worse. Okay. We're gonna burn a bit more fuel than I wanted to. But we'll get into something that resembles a circular orbit. Periaps will be 4,600. I'm gonna... this is gonna suck. Leaving is gonna be easier. Leaving is going to be easier. Just remember that. Everyone just remember that leaving is going to be easier. In the meantime, start doing the science. Oh my lord, start doing science. Get a flight crew report on this. Planet doesn't appear to have an atmosphere, and you notice darker spots across the surface. There will be plenty of time for orbital stuff. However, I'm going to overwrite this. There we go. A lot of data to go through now. I'm especially interested in the temperature. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be... Oh. It's 300 degrees Kelvin outside. Yeah, without suits, we'd be dead. Gravity data. And now the magnetometer. I'm wondering if we started burning early, if this would be easier. Let me get the boom extended and we'll move that maneuver around. All right. Let's see what we can do. If we burn here... No, we'd still get an escape. Shit. It's looking like it's just going to have to be 3,500. And it's going to be a bit of an eccentric orbit. Sadly, I don't think we're making it to the mohole. It's the easiest spot. There it is. That's the mohole. It originally started as a terrain glitch, but then it actually became its own thing. There's like 1,000 videos of people jumping into that hole. This is a very well-known planet, a frequently visited one, at least for people who can actually get here. Not everybody can get here, let alone land. This is not an easy planet to nail down. It's going to be a whole 5-minute burn. It's going to be insane. All right. I do want to burn a bit early. Maybe somewhere around the 1-minute mark before the node. And this burn is going to be even worse than the last one. This is going to be very long. However, I figure maybe we can open her up a little bit. See how she does on full throttle. Let's go. 1/3. We're going to ease it in, obviously. That is our actual speed in relation to the frickin' planet. As of right now, it actually looks like we're going to hit the dang thing. All right, bring us up to 2/3. She's stable-ish. Wait, she is, right? Bit of rotation, but I think she's okay. Oh, boy. That was a camera flip. Okay. Back and reoriented. I don't know if we're going to make this. We have escape in 39 minutes. Yeah, this is like the fucking Pluto flyby, something fierce. Again, that is our speed, and we are not going to have solar energy through a lot of this. We are generating a lot more energy than usual right now. And we're about to go over to the dark side of the planet. There it goes. We just lost power. I cannot promise we'll have enough power to get through this whole thing. I've decided I'm not going to open her up. We're not going to take her to full throttle. If I was going to, I would have done it back there when we actually had... Oh my god. It's worrisome. I might lose this ship. Where are those fuel cells? We had them in the science bay. There they are. I need to figure out how these things work. Hang on. Okay, fuel cell. Best used for short flights that require a recharge of energy about halfway through the flight. When other means of electricity... These consume liquid fuel and oxidizer. They are going to be useless. She's got some spin. It's getting concerning now. As she's turning back. Crap. My god, she's wobbling. This is bad. We need every second to burn here. Ah, shit. If she starts getting way too out of control, we're gonna have problems. I don't want a time warp because we'll lose more time. I don't want to have to stop and recharge the batteries either, but we might have to. I wanted to do this on the light side of the planet, but that's not an option. Shit. Alright, guys, I'll let you know. Okay, small update here on the burn that continues to be a pain. There's good news, there's better news, and there's bad news. I'll start with the bad. The bad news is we missed our periapse window. So we are now moving away from the planet. That's the bad news. Now, the good news is we are just over halfway through the shadow of Moho, and our batteries are still barely holding it together. We're nearing half power right now. So, with any luck, we'll be back in the sun and be able to get some electricity flowing through the ship before the batteries straight up die. Now, the better news is the rolling has all but ceased. So she's back to being very stable. This is good. This is very, very good. And the radiators are holding up. We might do this. We might. I'm looking at positives and negatives here. We are moving extremely fast, but we are also slowing down. So I don't know how good this is gonna end up for us. We're about to hit half power here. I don't know if we're gonna have the power to pull this off. We might have to wait until we're back in the sunlight. Alright. I'll let you guys know what comes first. And here's that update for you guys. Look who's here, trying to peek out from behind Moho. Power is down to 5. There it is! Oh, look at that bar go back up. Ooh, that feels good. Alright. Now we just gotta keep burning. Burn time of 3 more minutes. We have Moho escape in 53 minutes, and it is still climbing. This is not the most efficient burn we've ever done, but here we are. Guys, I'm gonna level with you. I don't know how to feel about this one. We're closing in on 700. In fact, we just hit it. But we're at nearly half our fuel. In fact, 5700. I think we're just below half a tank here. Wait, no. We're close to half a tank. Wait a second. Wait a second. 5,700 divided by 2 is 700 divided by 2 is 350. 5,700 divided by 2 is 2,850, which we have not hit yet. And we might not. Wait a second. And we also have to take into account that the lighter that fuel is, the further we can go because the ship is lighter. Really, we might not even be down to half of our Delta V capacity here. Hold on. Still doing the math in my head. If my calculations are correct, and I don't need to question whether or not they are, because they always are. How's that looking? 2 hours, 23 minutes until escape. That has slowed significantly. We are, however, in a very, very high orbit now. Fuel? Fuel. We're about to hit that half tank mark. I don't think we're going to be able to get her into orbit on half a tank. Not even if we go to full throttle. Actually, that'll just make us consume more fuel, which... shit. Well, we also have to take into account that we will not be hauling the lander back with us. And this is the heaviest lander we've ever launched. Also, we're giving it a decent amount of monopropellant because it's loaded with a half tank right now. All right, here we go. Coming up on half fuel. That's bingo. It will cost less fuel to get back. I think we're okay. I think. We just gotta slow her down even more. Is that gonna start curving, or are we gonna have a problem? Because we're nearing the 150 mark here, and I haven't seen a single smidge of progress on this escape vector. Come on, girl. Come on, I know you got this. Come on, this ship is brilliant. I built you. I know what you're capable of. We're in a higher orbit. We have to slow down even more. I didn't account for that. Shit. Okay, yeah, we probably should have burned at full throttle. Alright. Stand by. I don't know what this is going to take now. That escape vector is getting longer and longer. However... it's at least another 100. Alright, stand by. I will attempt to circularize us at the best possible point of our orbit. In fact, I'm going to have Mechanical Jeb help me with this. If I lower our speed by any more about... yeah, alright, we're on intercept impact course here. This is not good. Maneuver planner. We need to circularize. Stand by. I want to burn it even more than this. At apoapsis. Yes, please. I can't decide where I want us to park. Here's probably good. 1.4 mil. That's pretty high, but it's another 284 meters to circularize this thing. We are reaching bingo fuel here pretty soon. If we have to burn much more, we're going to have problems. If push comes to absolute shove, I could put a tanker on a god rocket and send it out. If Pegasus is on its way home. If not, Pegasus will have to at least get an intercept with Kerbin in order for me to do that. Low orbit from Mohole to Sphere of Influence Edge is 3,000 meters per second delta V. And we haven't accounted for us dropping that lander yet. I won't be able to figure out that until... Now, hang on. What if I burn... What if I burn here? Cut it. Alright. Let's hope this works, or we're all fucked. At the very least, we need to get us into a manageable orbit. I'm thinking 100K. Okay, here we are. Give her the juice. Let's see what happens. 2/3. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, we might not need the full 200 here. We're going to get a low orbit somewhere down here. Go around, lower our apogee. It's another burn, but it will get us closer to the planet than this. Which we need a low orbit in order to drop the lander. The lander's good, it's not that good. That's good, that's good, that's good. Right about there. Actually, that's perfect. Okay. Circularizing at the periaps. Create node. 200 meters. Manageable. Okay. Go ahead, turn towards that, please. Thank you. Let's get our orbit. Let's get this shit figured out. Going home will be easier. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna fall towards this planet. We're gonna do our science. It's gonna be a fun time. Definitely not gonna lose this ship. She's only 32 years old. We've only been through so much together. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. We're pushing Pegasus to her limits here, and I don't know if it's going to end up okay. We're looking at a 15-second burn, which basically means 25. This will be the last thing we do in this video. Alright, easy now. We're going to try to make this as close as we can possibly make it. So start burning now. Okay, it's not a long burn, so I'm going to go ahead and bring her up to full. Just to see if she can handle it with that lander attached. Because we've had that problem before Halfway. Good, good. Good stuff. This is looking good. Keep it up. Keep it up. 50, 40, 30. Bringing her down. She handled that pretty well. Bringing her down more. This is good. This is good. Stop. We parked it.